Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about chapter number 2 inside of our earth. This is the chapter of our environment of social science. It is a textbook of geography of class 7th. Today we are going to learn about the earth. What is earth made up of? The name of the chapter itself will tell about the gist of the lecture. The earth is a structure like an onion. It is made up of three concentric layers. They are outermost crust, and second it is mantle, and innermost is the core. Here we are having boundaries: core, mantle boundary, and mantle to crust boundary, and the crust is made up of lithosphere. We have learnt about lithosphere. Lithosphere is the solid crust of the hard top layer of the earth, as we have learnt in the previous lecture. Crust, we have to know about depths of the crust. We are having land masses named lithosphere as well as the oceanic masses. This is ocean, and under this ocean we are having oceanic crust. This is the oceanic floors, and under this we are having oceanic crust. This depth is 5 kilometers, and other than the oceanic area we are having land masses, and these land masses are having different hilly areas, these terrains, mountains, and everything that comprises this lithosphere, and it is about 35 kilometers. You have observed a difference of 30 kilometers. Means under the ocean the depth of this crust will be very less compared to this lithospheric, that is continental crust. As we have known about ocean, there is oceanic crust. Under the continental area, means land area, we are having continental crust. This continental crust is 35 kilometers and oceanic crust is 5 kilometers. It is about 5 kilometers, means it is approximate depth. The main mineral constituents of this continental mass is silica and alumina. This is also called as SIMA. SI for silica, Sial, it is called as Sial. It is called Sial. Si for silica, Al for aluminum. And in the oceanic crust we are having constituents of minerals such as silica and magnesium. This is called SIMA. SA for silica, Ma for magnesium. Just beneath the crust we are having the mantle. The depth of mantle is about 2900 kilometers. And just beneath that we are having core. And the depth of this, means the radius of the earth, is 6371 kilometers. And now we are going to know about the materials of this crust, and we are having a phenomena such as volcano, in which the innermost magma will comes out. It will erupt from the volcanoes, and we have to know about the temperature of the crust of the innermost core. It is very high temperature, and in this temperature everything will be is in the liquid form, and therefore when any hole or any depression occurs, and this magma will comes out in the form of molten lava, means the molten magma is called as lava, which will comes out and it becomes solid. And when this molten magma cools down, they forms different rocks. They are called igneous rocks. In these igneous rocks we are having two types. They are intrusive rocks and extrusive rocks. The intrusive rocks are formed on the inside of the earth, means the innermost parts. When this molten magma solidifies in inner part of this earth or the land, it is called intrusive igneous rocks. Or whereas the rocks or the igneous material, the molten magma comes out of this volcano and it is solidifying, then it is called extrusive. Intrusive means inside, extrusive means outside of this crust. Extrusive igneous rocks. And the examples of intrusive rocks are granite, and the extrusive rocks are examples of extrusive rocks are basalt. Means in its inner areas we are having high pressure, therefore we have form, means they exist to form strong rocks like granite. Granite is very useful in grinding machineries, and they are very hard rocks. They can be used for floor rocks, means floor plates. And this extrusive rocks example is basalt. Therefore generally we learn about these granite rocks. Some hilly areas comprises these granite rocks beneath them, therefore they are having commercial value. And there are other types of rocks known as sedimentary rocks. What are the sedimentary rocks? Rocks after forming outside this earth surface, they generally roll down, crack and hit each other and are broken into smaller fragments. These small parts are called sediments. The weathered rock particles is called sediments, and the sediments are transported and deposited by wind and water, etc. And these loose sediments are compressed and becomes hardened to form layers of rocks, and these rocks are called sedimentary rocks. These rocks also consists of fossil fuels and fossils such as plants, animals and other microorganisms once lived on them. And igneous and sedimentary rocks can change into another form of rocks. They are called metamorphic rocks. These metamorphic rocks are the change in the form of sedimentary or igneous rocks. They are formed due to pressure and great heat. For example, clay changes into slate and limestone changes into marble. The metamorphosis, as we have already learned, the word metamorphic means Greek word. The word metamorphic is a Greek word which means change of form. Therefore, metamorphosis is change of the form of igneous or sedimentary rocks under great pressure and heat. That turns into metamorphic rocks. And for example, clay, it turns into slate, limestone into marble. We are having very great constructions like this Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal, which is made up of white marble, and Red Fort is made up of red sandstone. And these can be also having a life cycle, means the cycle which is the change of one type of rocks to other type of rocks. Let's see here what we observed in this volcano. We are getting these igneous types of rocks, that are intrusive and extrusive types of igneous rocks. And these igneous rocks, when they weathered, they are turned into sediments, and these sediments, when compressed, it becomes sedimentary rocks. And also, when these sedimentary rocks are these igneous rocks were again compressed in great heat and pressure, they will form metamorphic rocks. When they go inside the earth surface in this core area, then this will be again turned into molten magma. Therefore, we are having a cycle of magma becoming igneous rocks, and igneous becomes sediments, and sediments become sedimentary rocks, and both igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks are becoming metamorphic rock when any of these can be changed into this magma, and again they form the igneous rocks. Therefore, we are having a cycle. And also they are having different minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have certain physical properties. And also they are having fuels, for example coal, natural gas, and petrol. Iron, aluminum, gold, uranium, etc. are also minerals which will be used in medicine, in fertilizers, and different machinery. Thank you one and all.